boys. Let's get into it. Okay, George. Hit me. Okay, the Leafs. The first move they made of the deadline. Nicholas Waugh. What do you think? I think you're happy.
I'm happy. I'm surprised, actually. Pleasantly surprised. First round pick for a guy like that, I'll take it.
Wait, hold on. Andy, we need the door closed and the lights off.
We're reducing your pay.
Cut. Some sync. Sorry.
Okay, are we good?
Should we start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Or start with trade deadline's underway. George, first thing. Start with trade deadline. Mention trade deadline.
No, that's going to be in it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Andy, what do you think of the trade deadline? Pretty good? Yeah, okay.
Off the dome.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm pretty happy with what the Leafs did. Like, I'm not a Leaf fan, but if I were a Leaf fan, I'd be happy. You guys should be happy right now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm happy.
Like,
It's
Nicholas
good so far.
Waugh?
It's a good start. There's a lot more work to do, but it's a good
Yeah.
start because again, like the whole point is we gotta just get some assets now because we have none really, and no picks really. So we gotta just trade whoever's got value and get some assets for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you-
Franchise mode.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Do you see your boys making any move this summer?
No. No, I don't. I honestly don't think they're gonna do much. Maybe like a trade here and there for. Maybe they're gonna make like one D-man trade, which we don't even need a D-man.
No,
like,
you
we
don't
have
need. I could see a depth forward trade or something.
But we don't even need that.
It wouldn't make sense to trade for
line
Kadri.
center.
Yeah,
We needed a
goalie.
second line center for the longest
goalie.
time.
And that
Trade
too.
for Kadri. I don't care. Give up a first round pick. Me and Christian were talking about this before the podcast. Trade for a first round pick. It's a nice, simple move that you could trade Kadri for a first. Simple move, and then get rid of
Liney's
Laine.
contract,
That's all you
yeah.
got to do. Two things for Kent Hughes. Make it happen. That's what I say.
Or Trocheck. Would you do Trocheck too?
No,
Or just
honestly, no. I don't know if I'd go for Trocheck. We already have enough defensive forwards. Like, we have Anderson, we have Kapanen, we have Deneau, we have Suzuki.
Yeah,
we have
but,
enough responsible for it. And plus, Kadri's pretty good on a two-way
No,
as
Carter's
well.
a good two-way guy. Yeah.
And he can play physical. I don't want Trocheck.
I'm really curious to see where he'd want to go because obviously he has a no move, and obviously like for some players like with Parayko today, he blocked the move to Buffalo today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So again, with a no move, you don't know, right? Even the teams can agree to a deal, and he says, "I don't want to trust the Canadian markets anymore." He may say no. Who knows, right?
yeah, I don't know.
But I can definitely see it working. That'd be cool for them. I think it's again, like you said, second line center. That's kind of what they need. But again, I told you this before. Like, I don't think they need to jump the gun on anything here because again, they got a lot of young pieces here. They got a lot of guys who are trying to reach their potential slowly but surely, and it's just trying to figure out their team identity. And
Yeah, I agree.
There are no like panic situation. We have 2 years left in our
Right,
window.
but
We got to buy a guy
I
now.
honestly think that
Okay.
they should make a trade. They have to make a trade for a second line center because obviously when Hage is up, Hage is going to be that guy. And I don't think they should trade away Hage. I think that's a mistake that they
No, they
made
can't.
for
They
a
can't
long
trade
time.
away H.
Because Hage has the potential of
I
being
think
like
they
an
should just wait it
all-star.
out, yeah.
I think he has the potential of being a point-per-game player. If you're gonna move him, like you better be getting something good in return.
They're in a
right?
high leverage situation where they have the young pieces
Yeah.
to trade for a big guy, but they don't have to because if they become something good, they can become just as good as those guys anyway.
There's no need to rush what we have now,
Exactly,
especially with the young
exactly,
talent.
yeah,
Christian,
exactly.
how about Pittsburgh? Do you think they make any moves?
I'd look out for guys like Dawson Mercer, Shane Wright, like kind of the guys Dubas has been acquiring are guys who are potentially in a bad situation. They just need a change of scenery.
Look
young
at
guys
Chinnikov, yeah.
with talent.
That's a
Look at
great-
Yegor
yeah.
Chinnikov.
Yeah.
I think you should keep an eye on Dawson Mercer, especially that the Devils are not in the playoff race. But I think he's done a good job so far, and honestly, he could let the team ride as is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Why give up more? Why give up assets when you already have,
don't have
a
to.
solid little team?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Pittsburgh's really ready to. I don't think they're going to contend this year. And I mean,
For me, it really depends on like if like if the front office has an idea as to when like the last ride is for like Letang and Crosby and Malkin.
but I don't think there is a lot. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't see them contending at all.
No,
I don't think
I'm
they'll
saying-
contend, but they can
I'm
at least
saying-
make the playoffs, win a round.
Well,
I'm
what's
saying
the
as
point
in,
in that?
I'm saying as in like a last year kind of thing. Like we don't know for sure if there's going to be done after the season, right? If they know
Yeah.
that, they're probably going to be like, okay, yeah, let's
Like,
try to put some more.
Yeah,
chips down
of
and
course,
try to go
of
for
course. They want to go for one last run.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
understand.
But this
But I
may
just
be
don't
it,
think
we
the
don't know,
core,
right?
especially also the goaltending. I mean, now you guys have Skinner, which is an upgrade from Jari, it seems like.
Oh, 100%.
You guys have won that trade right, as of now. But we don't know what's going to happen. Like, okay, right now you could probably trade, like, these guys' values, it's not bad. I'm not saying that you guys are going to trade Crosby because I don't think it's going to happen. But other guys, their value is better than what it would be in a year or two from now, correct? So you get a lot more for them.
100%, yeah.
So once the Penguins event, like it's inevitable, they're going to have a rebuild.
Yeah, it's a very,
Right?
yeah.
Obviously, you guys have the young guys
Yeah.
like Kindle and who else? The other dude,
McGordy,
McGroarty,
Yeah.
like, and the other dude, that European
Defenseman,
guy.
Harrison,
defenseman Brunicki,
Bernicki.
Who's that? Who's the European dude that you guys have?
Koivunen.
Koivunen, yeah, Koivunen.
He's at a slow
He's not
start.
bad. He's not bad.
But anyways, obviously you guys have young. Even Skinner. Skinner is a young. He's not like he's not in his prime. He's like
I don't
26.
see him being like a piece of a cup contending Penguin.
But you never know.
Honestly, I think the most important thing is just to get Crosby in the playoffs one more time. Just get the young guys experience so that when we actually build a contending team, they've had that experience already. I think
Right.
that's
Right. But I think
what they should be moving
I could
for.
really see next year being that like downfall of the Penguins.
It just
In
might.
my opinion, I could see that
But-
happening.
They've got good
We'll
assets.
see. Yeah, that's the main thing. As long as they kind of like keep that ship afloat and they keep on, maintaining their assets and keeping high assets management, they're going to be okay for that eventual rebuild when it does happen, right? And again, now they're in a good position. They're in the playoffs. They don't have to go for any big pieces.
Yep.
They can, try to mid-round pick for some depth pieces if they
Yep.
want and make a bit of a run and see where it goes.
Well, I'm
from
really
there.
just surprised that there's two teams that haven't really been negotiating that much in terms of like the market, which is like Montreal and Pittsburgh, because Montreal has the assets to send
Yeah.
over to Pittsburgh for like if they want to send over, and even Nashville and Montreal. I'm surprised they haven't been negotiating because
I mean,
Nashville.
Stamkos would be an
Nashville kinda
interesting
close
fit.
to the
He would
playoffs,
be a
but
good second line
I don't know.
center, right? He wouldn't be bad
But
at all.
again, we don't know what the Predators are going to do. We don't
just
know if
traded
they
away
want to get
Bunting,
rid of
so-
Stamkos. They should, but
It's a
we don't
weird
know if they want
situation
to.
with them.
I feel like if you give away one guy, it's a cascade effect, right? Same with the Leafs. Like I think tomorrow you're going to see a lot of guys.
Yeah,
who
we're,
are just gonna
our
be
situation's
gone.
very different though too, because they're like pretty close to a playoff spot and we're not at all.
I still think
It's different.
me and Christian were talking about this before the podcast. What's the point? They're going to win a round. They're not even going to win a round. They're going to face
Predators,
Colorado.
no.
And they're going to
They're
get
gonna
swept.
get swept.
What's the
For,
point?
for
They don't
them,
have a
it's no
future.
point.
Like,
They're not. It's not like they're top three in their
Uh,
division. Like Pittsburgh's at least second place in their
Exactly.
division. They
That's
could
what I
win
was
a
thinking
round.
with the Ryan O'Reilly situation, because he came out
Yeah.
and said that he doesn't want to go because he thinks that he says that they're in the playoff race. He doesn't want to harm this team's chances.
I
but
think honestly, if it were up to me, if I was, who is even the Predators GM right now? Is it Trotz still?
he got fired.
No,
so
he-
it-
or
I
he
think it's an
stepped down.
alternate guy.
Someone else. Okay.
Yeah,
So if I were Predators GM, what would I do? I'd probably send away
I'd
Stamkos
sell.
first.
I'd try to sell.
I'd sell.
Yeah.
Because
You
you
have
know
to
you're not
sell.
going to be up against Colorado.
I'd
Like you
sell
know
for
there's
it.
no shot
Yeah.
against Colorado.
Yeah.
And even if you win a round, then you have Dallas. And then
They're not-
even if you win, you're going to play either Vegas, Edmonton, or even I don't know who else is third in Pacific. Seattle, maybe. No, San Jose.
No, they wouldn't.
Or
Nashville,
Anaheim.
Probably-
No, who's third in the Pacific?
third in the Pacific. I think
It
it's
changes
the
every day.
Oilers or Seattle currently.
Yeah.
It changes
see,
every day. I don't even know.
see,
The
the
Sharks,
Pacific
the
is just
Sharks
a-
are
just a-
really creeping
the-
up on that position.
But the Pacific is so bad.
Yeah,
They're
it's
so
it's
bad.
by far the worst division in hockey.
It's just a
sucks,
dumpster
yeah.
fire over there, man.
The West in general has just been a
Yeah.
whole. Oh, just
I-
the script completely flipped.
I saw a
And it's
graphic
crazy.
and it showed like all the teams that are in the Pacific Division wouldn't be in a wild card place
In the Eastern Conference,
Eastern,
I know.
the
I know.
Eastern
I saw that
Conference.
today as
That's
well.
absurd.
Ridiculous.
That's not crazy.
Ridiculous, man.
And like even look at the Pacific, like Vegas isn't a bad team. Like, everyone says, "Oh yeah,
No, they're
Vegas is
pretty
gonna
bad.
be." But this
They,
year,
they,
like
they have
just,
so many. They've just been getting by
Overtime
by
losses.
overtime losses.
They have
like
more
that.
losses than
T-
wins.
yesterday was like their second win against a team in a playoff place since like December 1st or something.
November 20th.
Yeah.
November 20th.
The first win against Detroit was since.
That's
the first playoff
crazy.
team. I know it's crazy. It's
That's going to be an
it's
interesting
ridiculous, man.
division
It's
in the
ridiculous.
playoffs because like some team who hasn't been good at all
Is gonna come out of it.
is going to come, or maybe even Utah comes out of it.
I hope
Yeah,
so. That'd be cool.
I don't know
Like
if that's gonna
if
happen.
I'm a team like Minnesota, I might want to kind of throw games intentionally
I
get
didn't
into
think of
into
that.
that
actually.
division.
I didn't
Yeah,
think of that,
and
'cause
then
they
and
actually have a
then
chance
instead
to
of playing Dallas
why
or
would you want to play
Colorado.
Dallas and Colorado?
That's a good
Let
point.
Utah play Dallas and Colorado. Go play Vegas. Go play, I don't know, Anaheim or Edmonton or Seattle.
But also
whoever needs to
Minnesota,
win.
it's not like Minnesota. How many points do they have right now? Like 78, 76 maybe.
pretty
Yeah, they're-
close
they're up there.
Dallas, but
So
because
you never know.
Dallas is
They
on the heater
could
right now.
catch up to Colorado. Like Colorado,
But
that's
they
probably
still.
what,
But what I'm saying is they're still in that Central Division bracket.
yeah,
They're still there.
yeah. But if they catch up to Colorado, then they're going to be first in the league. You know.
Only
They're
thing
gonna
is
be-
Dallas is on a freaking heater right now.
yeah, Dallas
so
had won
I
like
don't-
8 straight.
10 in a row now.
10 in a.
They're at 10 in a row now. I don't think they're gonna pass them. And like Christian said, like Listen, they've done a lot good this year. They really try to bolster that roster. I don't see them beating Dallas.
But I don't know. It's probably going to be, let's be realistic, out of the West, it's going to be probably one of the Central teams that makes it to the finals.
100%.
Unless, we see what happens every year with McDavid and Draisaitl going crazy in the playoffs and making it somehow. We can't predict.
It could, but
But
I
right
still
now,
think
as of
this
now-
every year they just seem to get
Yeah.
a bit worse.
As of now, we have to assume that it's going to be like a Central team making it to the
Right.
finals. Like I think Colorado and Dallas are the favorites, obviously.
Yeah.
But that I don't know. I don't know if that that's going to be an interesting finals, right? I don't think
That whole those three teams is it's a gauntlet. Those three teams, they're all built very very well. It's just a matter of.
But I don't think Minnesota.
process.
I don't know if Minnesota can beat
Oh
Dallas.
no!
I don't think
agree,
Minnesota
that's-
will beat them.
I think
they're-
Minnesota
they're
can beat
definitely
Colorado.
The third.
I'm going to be honest. I think they can.
Minnesota are definitely the third, and I'm not saying this because it's how the standings prevail, but it generally seems like to our eyes, Minnesota's the worst of the three.
Right.
But doesn't mean they can't win.
No,
It's
a long
it's
shot.
anyone's
I
game, but it's
agree.
just Colorado's
It's
just
a
kind
long
of
shot,
separated
yeah.
themselves.
I also think Colorado hasn't been as good as they have. Were at the beginning of the season.
They haven't,
were
but
really
they're
good, and now
still
kinda
they're still the
slowing down
best
a
team
bit.
there. Plus, what we also have to consider is that Dallas and Minnesota have to battle in probably what's at least a 6-game series, probably going 7.
Yeah,
then you have to go to
minimum
Colorado.
6 games. Minimum. That's
At least 6
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
We're all talking about this. We don't know what's going to happen. Who maybe Colorado
Who knows
loses in the
what's gonna
first
happen,
round.
man? One story that we also don't know what's going to happen with yet in the Central Division is Robert Thomas. There's a lot of discussions about him being moved. Do you boys see him getting moved anywhere? And if so, where to?
I don't think so. I think me and Christian again. We're talking about this before the pod. Their asking price is so high.
That's
man.
Yeah,
the thing.
it's
That's what I was gonna-
ridiculous.
I was
No
gonna
one's
ask
giving
you
up
guys were-
3 firsts for
It's
Robert
crazy.
Thomas.
It's
He's not,
crazy. Over that.
he's not even close to a point per game.
I think the only team that would be able to trade for him would be Montreal, and it would be Hage, and Hage is dude, you're gonna trade away Hage and probably another first round pick for Robert Thomas.
That's basically 3 firsts.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a
even
lot
more.
for them.
Hage is probably going to be. I know we talk about Hage this, Hage that, but this guy is probably going to actually be a very elite player, and I just don't know if it's worth it to trade all of that for him. I also saw Buffalo was in the mix.
Yeah.
Christian, do you think they would make a move, or they'd
No,
still make a move?
especially what happened with Parenko declining to go there. I don't know if they're that interested in continuing to negotiate with St. Louis.
Apparently,
Really?
they tried. They actually, before they had the Pareko thing, they actually tried for Thomas, and they
Really?
got close. But I think Buffalo pulled out and reverted to Pareko because they're like, this is way too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
it's
Their
a lot,
asking
like-
price was
But
probably
even,
ridiculous.
for the Pareko trade that was in,
That was a lot.
They,
That
they
was-
gave
that
up
was
a
such a
lot.
loss.
They
They
gave
gave
up
a
their
lot for
first round pick.
and Murtka.
Oh yeah,
Murtka,
Like,
who
Murtka
was
the
a first-round pick.
9th overall pick.
yeah.
That was such a loss for Buffalo. That was a
There are-
terrible trade.
I saw. a lot-
I think
saw
they dodged the
people-
bullet.
I was gonna say,
Parenko's a
dodged
great
the bullet, yeah.
defenseman, but he's
But
getting older.
He's 32 years old.
Exactly, he's getting older,
What's
and
the
he's not
point?
worth all that value
You're
at this
gonna.
point.
I'm sorry, but okay. If Buffalo trades for him now, they're probably gonna end up playing either Detroit or Montreal in the first round, right? And I'm not saying that they can't beat.
I think they'd win that. It's just Tampa.
I don't.
Who's
Yeah,
going
Tampa's
to
a
beat
tough
Tampa?
Tampa will be really tough, right? And
Tampa's a
again,
tough
it's not like Buffalo just has been good. They just started being good. I
Right.
don't think it's time
That's
for
also
them
the
to-
same for the other teams as well. Obviously Montreal in the playoffs last year, but
We
that
were
was
in the
also
playoffs last year.
very
But still,
last-
you only won one game.
This is
in
your
the
first
playoffs.
time.
True,
like-
but
That's your- that's your
we've been
first
like
time,
consistently
you know what I mean?
decent for a year and a half now.
No, it's different.
It's
Dude,
not
You gotta
en-
have
I don't
more. You
think
gotta
it's
have
enough.
more than just
Like especially when you're going
You're still
against
a
a
new
cup
team,
caliber
you know what I
team
mean?
like Tampa
No,
Bay.
I agree.
But the thing is, they're all new.
That
That's
we're
the
still a
point.
new
I see
team.
what you mean.
But Buffalo is newer than us.
And
They've
Detroit. You're right.
And so is Detroit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't see Buffalo. I don't see the point in them trading for a guy like Pareko just yet. They haven't really solidified their spot, and giving up Murtka and a first
That's a
is,
lot.
It's too
is a
much.
bit much.
It's too much.
now.
That's a lot.
If we're talking they're already contenders, they've been in contention,
Yeah.
then making that
That's
move
different.
makes
yeah.
more
Yeah,
sense.
100%. Yeah.
But
They're
they're
kinda
not. They
ju-
haven't proven anything in the
They're
playoffs.
kind of jumping the
right?
gun a little bit. They're kind of
Exactly.
doing what the opposite of what I think Montreal should do. What they haven't done so far is jump the gun.
Yeah.
And that's what Buffalo kind of
Yeah.
try to do with that thing. And
But they're,
Honestly, luckily,
I
it
feel
kinda
like
got
they're
turned out.
lucky that I feel
exactly,
like they're
yeah.
lucky that Pareko didn't
I
want to
agree.
go.
Yeah,
agree, yeah.
I think they dodged a bullet for
Yeah.
sure. They should be focusing on some younger assets to fit
Yeah.
the timeline.
Or
I
at,
agree.
or at least more like depth guys, so you're not trading like
Yeah.
first or seconds. Like trade mid-round picks, try
Yep,
to add some things
yep.
to your bottom six or your bottom deep pairs, and just try to
Yeah,
see what
because
happens.
they have a good like first line
They have
and
a solid
second
team.
line.
They're playing well.
They
They're
have,
hot
they have a
right now.
good team all around. They could use another
right?
defenseman definitely, more defensive defenseman, but which Parenko would have helped that, but it was too much. Like you can't make that trade.
I
can't do
agree
it.
100%.
And again, they're playing well, so you don't have
I
to.
agree. Who's the GM in Buffalo now? I totally forget.
Kekalainen right now?
Who?
Yarmo
Kekalainen.
Kekalainen,
Yeah, the former
Jackets.
Jackets. Yeah.
Never heard of that guy.
Yeah.
I just knew Kevin Adams, my goat, Kevin Adams.
The GOAT, Kevin Adams. I gotta say, I love how when they fired him, they just sorted to the top three in the Atlantic. It's crazy to me, but
Hey man.
I guess so. They had to change, and they figured it out what the
Yep.
problem was.
But imagine if their old like top six was like guys that they never traded. Like imagine
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was like Eichel,
Oh.
I saw that. I remember
Reinhart,
seeing
They're
that,
cup
yeah.
contenders.
Cousins.
O'Reilly as well.
Crazy,
Crazy.
man. It's crazy. Kyle
Crazy squad,
Pozo.
man.
Kyle
Absolute
Pozo.
legend right there, man.
Yeah.
Crazy
Well, let's
stuff,
move on to the. Okay, I want to hear one like crazy trade that you could see happening in this like day and a half span.
Do you want me to give you a player and a team of where he's gonna go, or just a player?
Player and a
who's-
team. Player and a
Okay.
team.
I'm gonna go Trocheck to Carolina.
So he's
Inside
going
the
back to
division.
Carolina.
I'm gonna go Trocheck to Carolina.
He
because
played in Carolina, right?
He did
Yeah,
play
he
in Carolina
did.
previously, which could be one big thing for him, obviously, because he has some protection on where he goes. He also came out and said that he doesn't want to go out west; he wants to stay in the Eastern Conference. And I again, Carolina has cap space. They have young players. They have young assets to give back to the Rangers, and they have picks. So I don't see why. I feel like that's the most logical spot for him. And again, the Rangers are kind of really bad right now. Like they're like really bad right now, and they kind of need to
Yeah.
offload someone. And he's the only guy that can really offload right now.
Yep.
So.
Christian.
If
Wonderful for
it's unrealistic, I'll give like what I would really want to see is that maybe we'd throw in Rucker McGroarty at first and just swing for the fences, try and get Jason Robertson. It's unrealistic, but
That'd be nuts. That's not gonna happen. But
it's not gonna happen.
yeah.
If I wanted,
Jim knows,
See,
Jim
I
is a
wasn't
smart guy.
saying like stupid trades. I'm saying like realistic trades that can
Realistic?
happen.
That was kind of like what they offered for Pareko. You're not getting that for Robertson.
Okay, like a realistic trade, Christian.
realistic trade,
But like a big
I-
name, big name.
a
in it.
big if Kadri counts, I really like that Kadri trade from Montreal.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, I can see that.
Honestly, you.
I feel like there's not too many like superstar names.
Yeah,
around.
I agree.
Like Thomas is good, Parenko's good, Kadri's good. Panarin's already been dealt to Los Angeles, so
Yep.
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
throwing
It's
a trade with the
it's a seller's
superstars.
market,
There-
man.
there's no really
Yeah.
It's a seller's
superstars.
market.
Yeah,
You get a
big
lot
time.
for guys, but
Yeah.
honestly, you want to know mine? I think that Buffalo's gonna round up again. And,
I think so, too.
And go for Thomas.
I think so too.
I think they're gonna get give all this
They're
shit
gonna do
to
something,
St.
I
Louis
know.
that they want, because they have, they have picks, they have prospects, they have a lot. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna go back for Thomas. I think they're gonna get him.
And
this
to add to
time.
your point too, I think like now that they've got that taste of what it feels to be a winning team again, they really want to make sure that they kind of maintain that.
Yeah.
And I feel like for them in their heads, they're thinking that they have to make a big move again.
And Thomas makes sense.
Oh, no, how-
But
yeah, he's a
but
good
now
player.
that St. Louis knows what they would do for a guy like Pareko, they're gonna ask for even more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
They're gonna say, okay, give us.
They're not gonna
Mirka,
budge on their price,
Give
no
us
way.
your first. Give us another first.
And give us like Benson or someone.
Yeah, like they're gonna-
that's
someone-
that's
they're gonna ask for
ridiculous.
more.
Like
I don't know.
I think maybe that says is that St. Louis just doesn't want to sell. Maybe they just want to.
No, I think they want to sell, but I think they're aware that
They're
they
asking
can get a
them.
lot because teams are desperate for centers. Like Montreal's desperate for a center right now. Bless
That's
you.
a good point. Bless you.
But Buffalo's desperate for a center right now. Teams in the
A lot of
Atlantic,
teams are this for centers.
even Minnesota, they need a center.
Minnesota.
too.
Could, I could see Trocheck to Minnesota actually.
Yeah, yeah.
in
That could
thought.
be a good one too. But
Yeah.
again, the thing is, like, we don't know how far out west he wants to go, right? Because he made it clear he doesn't want to go out west.
Well, Minnesota's
It
not.
depends,
Like
right?
why?
That's
Why
the
does
thing,
that
huh?
matter that much?
Because he's production on the street, so he can pick where he goes.
I mean,
But
we're
why
not.
does it matter
We're
if you're
not.
the
We're not.
West
He's
I-
not being
I
sent to
don't
the
know.
Pacific Division. He's just a
That's the
1 hour
thing,
time
yeah,
difference.
1 hour
It
time.
shouldn't
It's a
be a
1 hour
problem,
time
but listen,
Maybe
players are gonna do their
family,
thing, but
whatever.
Who
That
knows?
doesn't
It's only
regard us.
we can't judge a
Yeah,
situation. But
you are right. You are right. Okay, well, let's move on to the NBA. Is there anything to talk about in the NBA, George? What do you think?
Not that I know of.
I have
mean,
a hot
I don't-
take.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Oh
So-
boy.
I don't want to hear it. I'm taking off the headset.
Thunder
I'm taking off
missed the
headset.
playoffs.
No, it has absolutely nothing to do with the Thunder. It has
Oh.
absolutely nothing to do with Luka Doncic or anyone in
Raptors.
the Western
wow.
Conference.
Oh, boy.
There's a really, really good team that has been on such a hot streak in a weak conference. No. There's really 3 really good teams in the East, and other than that, it's kind of a toss-up. So
Well, it's not the Raptors. I'll tell you
with that being said, I think the Charlotte Hornets are going to be in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. LaMelo's found his
Okay,
footing.
hold on. Who would
Concanopoulos
they
gonna-
play in the first round, though?
I think they're going to get the 5th seed, and they're going to beat Cleveland in the
Oh,
first
if they
round.
play Cleveland, I could see them beating them.
Because you're going to have Detroit first, you're going to have Boston
I could
second,
see
the
them
Knicks
beating
third.
Cleveland.
I think they're going to go all the way. They've won, I
But
don't
what
know.
seed are they in right now?
They're in 8th, but they've won like
but
something
that's-
ridiculous.
I
10.
was gonna say, they're
They've
nowhere
won
near the-
10 of their last 13. They have the Rookie of the Year on their team. Brandon Miller is starting to become a star. LaMelo's found his game.
Canelo's
There's
playing
so
great
much to
too, yeah.
like about this team. I think in an Eastern Conference where Cleveland's
you know what's one
regressed,
thing that I don't like about that team? Their defense.
Yeah.
It's non-existent.
And they literally have.
Especially against a bad. Okay, if they play
they've
Cleveland,
been winning so many games. They're
no,
getting
hold on,
hot at
Christian.
the right
Hold on,
time.
Christian.
That's the thing.
You are right. You're
They're
right
getting
about
hot
that.
at the right time.
But I just think if they face a backcourt like Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, who are both like explosive guards, who know how to score the ball, who are both guys that can score 60 and 70 points in a game, I don't know if LaMelo Ball can
When
guard
someone's ever going to score 60 points in a game again, in a playoff game?
that. Yeah, I
They've
don't
got
know.
guys
I mean,
that can score
if,
too.
If I were to ask a guy to do it, James Harden would be pretty high on that list.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna
James-
say.
And Demons
No.
And
would be
I know
close
he's
too,
old. I
close
know
to it
he's
too.
old, but still, you have 2 of the better. Like you have one of the best offensive forces that we've ever seen in this game,
Yeah.
and you have Donovan Mitchell, who's one of the best pure scorers in the NBA right now. And then you also have Jared Allen. Then you also have Evan Mobley, and then you also add on top of that. I mean, I know
They've
got
had
Darius
all that
Garland,
talent and still
but
they struggle this year.
I know they're struggling.
They
this
haven't been
year,
able to figure
but
it
I
out.
I just don't see them. I don't think it's realistic to see them beating. I don't think it's realistic to see them losing to Charlotte because, yeah, Charlotte's a good team. Sure, they have LaMelo, they have Concanopoulos, they have Brandon Miller, they have Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
Who else? Who's their center again?
Diabate.
Musa Diabate.
Wasn't that other dude? Who was that dude that got traded to the Lakers, but then they waived the trade?
Oh, Marvin Williams is gone. He's
Yeah.
in Phoenix right now. Yeah.
Oh, he's in Phoenix.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's a good center. But honestly, I just don't see that squad beating Cleveland. I think there's too many flaws.
To add on to his point as well, I don't see them also getting in that high up. They can because
I think they are because it's very close in
know,
the
I
East. From
think
that,
the
they're in
team's kinda
8th. They're only a
tight.
few games back. They're the hottest team at the right time, and their players are all young. So that means they're only going to get better.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But this year, I don't know. I may be jumping the gun a little bit, but again, who knows? There's
I
still a
think.
lot of games
I'm
still
not
to
saying
play,
they're
so-
going to the. I think they can win a round. I think they'll win a round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It depends
Yeah,
who they
but
play.
If they stay high,
But
depends on
like,
who their
it depends
matchup
who
is,
they
can,
play.
yeah, for sure.
Matchups are so important in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I just think Cleveland is not a good matchup for them, just because they have experience, and especially
Yeah.
you have Harden, you have T. Mitch. Those guys have experience in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's say they get like the 6th seed even. That could mean they're playing one of New York, Boston, or Detroit, and they're not winning
Well,
that round.
my predictions based on I really think they're going to get the 5th seed. I really
Right.
see
Okay,
it.
but that's very conditional. They have to get the 5th seed. If they get the 4th seed, I mean, then we're talking probably again Cleveland. Maybe I don't even know. the
I
standings
think in the
NBA
4
right now,
versus
but-
5 versus Cleveland, which they're by far the hottest team around that 5 to 8 range. Nobody's on the winning streak. They are. And there's just like the Raptors are falling off. Raptors can't beat big teams this year.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Heat. I think they can jump those teams actually.
I think they beat the Heat
Quite
if
easy.
they play in a match.
Yeah,
against the
but
Heat.
They
can
won't
win
play
against
the Heat, but they can jump them. Like who's the Heat are in what? 7th or
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, there's somewhere around there, 7, 8, around there.
I'm not keeping track.
Yeah.
The
Well,
NBA
the-
is just honestly, I'm just like waiting for the playoffs
Yeah.
to see OKC and
San Antonio.
no, OKC, San Antonio, Detroit, Boston. Jason Tatum's coming back. That's going to be
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I could really see Boston making another run.
They
If
can.
I
if
could see a Boston
Detroit.
OKC final.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That would be the worst. I would,
Like
Oh, that'd be
everyone
terrible.
was expecting that Boston
no.
OKC final.
I-
We
I-
might get
I
it this
pray
year.
it doesn't happen.
honestly, the conference final that would be really fun in my opinion would be Boston Detroit.
That'd be cool.
That would be so fun to watch.
Not as
Really,
not as
really,
fun
really
as
cool.
San Antonio and Oklahoma.
But you're
That'd-
right
that'd be
about
better.
that.
That'd be
San
better.
Antonio
That would
OKC
be-
would be
As a
Game
Final
7.
Four, for those
Yeah,
four,
that
as a
would be-
Final
that
That
Four
would be a fun
unbelievable.
Final Four.
But I
Unbelievable.
think San Antonio and OKC. I'm being legit. I think that series can go 7.
And
I could see that.
yeah.
Just because, okay, I'm not giving any disrespect to OKC. I know they've had injuries and whatnot, but
That's-
they've kind of
yeah.
fallen off a bit lately, and they're not as record pace as they were before. So I really think I could see them. Maybe I think I could see San Antonio giving them a run for their money,
100%
right?
they will.
Especially
They
the
can.
playoff atmosphere in San Antonio is great.
100%
Obviously OKC, nothing
So
really
is
comes close to that.
Oklahoma City
But I could
Thunder's
just see
atmosphere.
that like both of those, especially you guys got taken to 7 twice last playoffs. So I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that.
100%.
You know,
No, I could see that.
Yeah, because I don't think you guys. I mean, a big upgrade is Jared McCain. I really like that upgrade for a depth
For only
player.
for only a first, they
it's
just
such
gave up on him.
Such a free. That's a free trade right
Yeah,
there.
they just gave up on him.
So I really like that trade. I think that again. I still think that OKC is a favorite to win.
Yeah.
But I do believe that if you guys play a team like San Antonio, it's gonna, and even Denver, man. Denver's not a bad team. I think maybe it'll go 6 with Denver.
I
but
don't
then-
know. It's just hard to see anyone besides Oklahoma City and San Antonio win.
I'm the same.
I
I
agree
don't
with that.
trust Denver for whatever reason. They just haven't looked great this
I
year.
never try. I
Same
try
as
not
Houston's
to
been
doubt. I try not to
inconsistent.
doubt Denver, honestly, because every time I'm like, oh yeah, they're not that great this year. They always show up and give OKC a run for their money,
Yeah.
or go to the finals, something like that, or win a championship. Yeah, I don't count out like guys like Jokic and Giannis.
I'm not counting
Well, no,
him
you
out. It's
can't-
just a
yeah, you
team.
can't
It's
count
the
him
team
out. It's
around
just-
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
San Antonio is the only team out of the West for me that can really push them to 7 games.
Yeah,
And if not,
I agree.
They're the only team.
Yeah, but
because
we have to
they
see
just-
again.
they just-
Playoffs is different. We haven't really seen San Antonio like compete properly in the playoffs. Did they even make it last year?
No, that's the thing. This is
Made to the
No.
play-in, right?
this will be Wemby's first.
So this is the
playoffs,
first, first playoff. So we don't even know. They could lose in the first round. We're not sure yet, right?
Who knows?
They
man?
could.
But I think Wemby has had that like experience. Chris Paul. He played with Chris Paul for a bit. That's a good mentor. His coach. He had Pop for his coach,
Yeah.
Greg Popovich, who's like one of the best coaches of all
Oh, yeah.
time.
Probably the best of all time.
So I don't know, man. He was training with a bunch of NBA greats. I think there's a lot of like experience in there already. I think he's a really mature player.
Yeah.
And we might see that in the playoffs.
Who knows? There's also a lot of other guys on that team that are also pretty young and they got drafted pretty recently too. So.
Yeah, very true.
Again, who knows, right? Again, kind of like OKC the one year, a couple years ago. Like they kind of have to go through that.
Yeah.
Kind of go through the playoffs once. They lost that 1 year to Dallas in the second round.
I agree.
They kind of have to go through that first to really understand it and really get it.
Yeah,
how the postseason is different from the regular season.
I agree. It's just I think they'll learn that lesson against Oklahoma City.
gonna
I
learn that- I think they're
I
gonna
don't.
learn
I don't
this
see
year too.
Denver
Yeah.
taking them out. I just don't see, like talent wise. I think
Denver might take them though. I think Denver could.
no.
I don't know, man.
Again,
Because Denver loses their
can they
special
learn?
advantage when they face a team like San Antonio. Like they can't have Jokic just dominating the paint. San Antonio's got a guy like that as well, so they really have to expect production from the rest of the team, and
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get it against San
All
Antonio.
right. Well, let's move on to our final talking topic today. Let's talk about the World Baseball Classic. I don't know if you guys have been watching or anything, but not much news around it other than it's starting up now. And I want to hear your guys' takes to who you guys think is going to win based off the rosters and everything.
I had a feeling this was going to be one of the questions
Yeah.
for today, and I was actually looking at the lineups for the main culprits.
Yep.
The big three, in my opinion, are Dominican Republic, USA, and Japan. Japan obviously won the most recent tournament in 2023.
Yep.
They beat USA in the final. And I want to go off the radar here a little bit. Out of the three, the one I haven't mentioned yet, Dominican Republic, I'm going to go for them to win this time.
Really?
I just feel like
That's
I mean,
interesting. I mean, I could see
They got a lot of
it.
good options. and
I can
just-
definitely see it happening.
A lot of big
But
bats, too.
I think that the experience that Team Japan and Team USA both have is really good. And I don't know, man. It seems like the US has a really good team this year, but
Who kno- honestly, it can really be any of the three. It could really be any of the three.
Christian?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Team USA. It might be the obvious pick, but I think they have the most star power. Team Japan, I think they got a bit lucky to win the last one. Obviously, Otani had that great run, but I'm gonna go with Team USA.
honestly, I think Japan's going to take it because, like, I think okay, here's the thing, right? We look at Team USA and we look at Team Dominican, right? They are great teams,
Yeah.
right? And no disrespect to them at all, but they have the star power. They have the big names.
100%.
They have the Aaron Judges. Is Cal Raleigh even on Team USA?
I think so.
Yeah. Why
He
wouldn't
is?
Why wouldn't
I
he
think
be?
so, yeah.
No, I don't know why. I just didn't hear him around the Team
No,
USA.
he's there, yeah.
But honestly, I think the reason why I'm taking Japan over them is because they've played in those tight games together. A lot of these guys come from the NPL,
Yeah,
from
I
the
can see that too, yeah.
Japanese league, and they've played together a lot. And a lot of them don't get like, oh yeah, let's look at these guys. These guys are big names because they play there. No one knows them over here. And I think once you start to look at those guys and you see how good they actually are, like the Okamotos, like the Otanis, like the Yamamotos,
Yep.
you know, the Murakamis,
Sasaki
right?
as well.
The Sasakis, all those guys, once you start to actually look at them in the Japanese league, they are like there's Murakami is like they were consider him as the GOAT in the Japanese league. And he comes over
Right,
here in the
right. And
MLB.
I don't disagree with that.
And I just think
they have a
obviously
very good league there, but nothing compares to Major League Baseball at
look,
the end of the day.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want Japan to win because I don't like Shohei Ohtani. But
Yeah.
I think overall, pitching, hitting, defense, I think they have the management. I think they have the strongest team around, like in the tournament. But I could see it going again to the U.S. or Dominican because I really like Dominican's team. I think they have a lot of youth. I think they have a lot of like energy.
Yeah.
I just don't think they have enough experience
Yeah.
to take it home, and their pitching is not as good as the U.S. And I mean, the U.S. I don't even know who they have for pitching. I know
Well, they have Scooball for a game.
Yeah.
they have Scooball, they have Skeens.
If Skeens, Garrett Cole comes
Yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
They've got names. They've got
yeah.
guys.
And Kershaw too, I believe, right? Kershaw.
Yeah, but he's
Kershaw, I don't
Kershaw's
trust
strong.
Kershaw.
Oh, I know. I just.
I'd have to pull up the roster somehow, but I really
Yeah.
think that those guys are gonna be like. I think Japan is really gonna be a team to reckon with. If
No, yeah,
if it
they're-
doesn't go.
yeah.
If it doesn't go to the U.S. or to the Dominican, it's going to them. I guarantee.
It's
you.
one of the
Oh,
three.
it's
I
one of
think.
the three, I think. I don't
no one
see
can really
anyone
contest.
else.
Watch, we're gonna be surprised. Italy's gonna win the world. I'm joking.
Canada.
Yeah.
Israel.
Canada's going to win.
Spencer
knows, man?
Horwitz.
Who knows,
Spencer
man?
Horwitz is gonna win.
If we had Freddie Freeman, then maybe he could drag us through, but I doubt it, man. We're Canada. I
Hey,
hope so.
but let's be honest. We all know that Australia's got it right in the bag.
Yeah.
Australia's got it.
Dangerous spot. They won yesterday too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know. Randy Rosarina might take Mexico all the way.
Alejandro Kirk, man.
I was
Alejandro
thinking,
Kirk.
I was
and then,
thinking Chapman for Great Britain. I don't know. I
Who?
think Aroldis Chapman. I was really.
He plays
ready
for Great Britain.
Oh,
I
he-
saw something about Chapman going. Was it Chapman or someone else? Maybe someone else. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
But I
if
saw.
they're the-
I know there's someone
for the
playing for,
Brits.
that's playing for Great Britain.
you know.
They carry
who's-
them. I don't know.
You know what's so funny, man? Kirk and Tellez are on the same team.
Oh, yeah, that was-
Did you
that
see
was-
them running behind? Tellez
Yeah.
running, Rowdy Tellez fucking running behind.
I'm
Kirk. That was the
pretty
funniest
sure
shit
they're at the 4 and the 5 as well too. It's going to be the longest home run shred in the history of baseball.
ever.
Can't wait for that one, man.
The
Can't wait for that
disrespect-
one.
the
Blue Jays
disrespect
legends
is
representing
crazy.
Mexico. Good
Yes,
for them,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. All right.
Good for them, man.
Well, that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Let me hand it over to George.
Yep. I mean, you heard it from him. That's going to do it for us today. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you really, really enjoyed it. We're obviously make sure you check out our Instagram and our TikTok pages. You know the drill from here. I'm George. That's Christian. That's Joseph. We're the Spread Podcast, and we are out of here.